Hi guys, I'm ASHMIT Patel and you're watching me on Pop Bollywood.
Subscribe our channel and press the bell icon and never miss any update from popbollywood.com.
Hi Ashmit, welcome to Pop Bollywood.
Hi Monica, thank you very much.
Okay, so firstly, congratulations for your digital debut.
Thank you.
So, how was it?
It's been fantastic actually. Two very interesting shows, both with Ullu, the Ullu platform. The first show is called Peshawar. It is based on the Peshawar attacks which happened in December 2016. Very interesting character, very dark character I'm essaying in this one. The main mastermind and executioner of the attacks, Abu Shamil, is who I'm playing. So got an opportunity to delve into the psyche of someone who is nowhere close to any of us, hopefully, in real life. A bit of a task to be able to understand the psyche of a person like that, to be able to give justification, because when you're playing a character, you need to justify in your head the actions that you're taking. So yeah, interesting, very interesting. I have done a few negative characters in my film career, but nothing so deep and dark. I've done one close in Fight Club. A very devious, manipulative mind, but not so dark and deep. Where he was actually in this, I'm in actually killing innocent school children. So yeah, it was a tough one, but I enjoyed it in a very twisted way, because you get to go into the deep, dark recesses of your own personality, your own life, and figure out that if that darkness exists within you. All of us have a bit of darkness. The quantum of it obviously differs from person to person. This character was completely dark, so yeah, it was interesting.
So, was it easy or difficult to get in that shade?
Not easy at all. I had to really read up on a lot of dark characters in the history of mankind. Like Mein Kampf, which is based on Hitler's life, written by him. Yeah, it's very taxing. I mean, yeah, it took a toll, but fortunately, right after I finished, I had to jump into the Bull King of Dalal Street, where my character is a very effervescent, fun-loving, humorous character who is in the stockbroking business. Iqbal Khan plays my older brother, who's more serious, a little bit more. He came to Bombay first, made it big, then I come follow him. We have a Ram Lakshman kind of relationship. So it was good that I could immediately jump from Peshawar into the Bull King. Had I had that time off, I would still be, I would be probably stuck in the Abu Shamil zone, and I would maybe, take longer to come out of it. Yoga helps, meditation helps. I did a little bit of meditation every day after pack up when shooting for Peshawar. So yeah.
Okay, so which one you enjoyed most, the Bull of the Last Street or Peshawar?
I can't distinguish between the two. Both are very interesting, very diametrically opposite. Like I said, one is deep, dark. One is I won't say shallow, but very childlike character. Very fun-loving. Even the way he dresses, colorful shirts, a lot of flowery prints. Every time he comes on screen, there's an energy that comes with him. So fun. I mean, I had fun essaying both. But in terms of, it was interesting essaying both. I would say the fun aspect happened with the Bull King, obviously, because the character was such.
Okay, so if I ask you to take away from both the characters, what it would be?
That there is no right or wrong in life. It's all a question of perspective. We are brought up in a certain way with certain conditioning. For example, India, Pakistan. Okay, we in India read media which is obviously, biased towards India. But if you were born in Pakistan, the media would be biased towards Pakistan. So it's all about perspective. It's all about what you're conditioned to believe. So there is no right or wrong. There's only the truth, and there is only your truth. So you live your truth and live it without any fear, and you should be okay.
Okay, so what made you to say yes for Peshawar?
For a long time, I'd been looking for a good, interesting web show. A few had been offered to me, but nothing really that exciting. I actually came to meet the CEO and owner of the Ullu app, Mr. Vibhu Agarwal, with my partners in my production house. We were here to actually meet regarding producing a few shows. And after 3-4 meetings, Vibhuji offered me Peshawar. When he told me the one line, I was like blown away. I was like, really? Y'all are making a show based on the Peshawar attacks? And I just fleeting knowledge about it. I hadn't gone into details of, I didn't remember in detail what exactly happened, or I hadn't read that much about it. Only what came in the news fleetingly. So after he mentioned this to me, I read up a little bit more about it, and I was like, yeah, for sure, this is something I want to do. It's something which is very different, not only for me, but for the Ullu platform as well. And this was the first show that they produced after a long time themselves. Otherwise, they were always giving it to other production houses. This is his pet project, Vibhuji's, and a bigger budget project than his previous one. So definitely something I wanted to be a part of, and I'm glad I took it on. And thank you to Vibhuji for offering this to me, and subsequently the Bull King.
All right. Apart from this, obviously, you have your own production house. So how things are going on in your personal life?
Good. I mean, work is flowing in from all corners, and some days you find there's not enough hours because you're shooting 12 to 15 hours, and then you have to handle production and this and that, but it's fun. It's creative work, and I'm not complaining. I'm happy to be a working actor who's doing various things. I have my DJing, which is going on as well. So weekends is usually gigging all over the country. Last weekend I was in Jaipur, the week before that Pune, the week before that in Bombay. So weekends are busy with DJing, which again is music is another passion of mine. I love music. So anything creative in a production as well is not about putting in money. It's about seeing a project from the start, from just a germ of an idea, developing that into a full blown script, and actually then shooting it, executing the shooting, the post production, all of that. So I started my career as an assistant director. I learned the ABC of filmmaking before I became an actor. So I have a little bit of knowledge about how that process works, and to now use that knowledge from 20 years, 18 years ago, today is kind of like, it feels like a whole circle is a full circle. So I'm enjoying it thoroughly.
Okay, so which web series have you recently watched?
I just started watching The Boys yesterday. It's on Amazon, I want to say. Yeah, very interesting. It's about superheroes gone bad. So again, there's no black or white in life. There's always a gray area, and it's about perceptions. Superheroes are projected in a certain way, but this gives you a very different perspective on superheroes. It gives you, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to, put out spoilers for the audience. Whoever is interested in interesting, different content should definitely watch the show, The Boys.
Okay, and what difference basically you see in a feature film and a web series nowadays?
Well, I can speak from my experience with these two shows. Obviously, they're limited. There's X episodes when it comes to web series, which is similar to films. You have a 2-hour film or 1.5-hour film. So the time frame is about the same. The length of the show is about the same. You shoot it exactly like a film. You have a start and end. You shoot it location wise. So it's very similar actually. There's actually no difference in my mind as far as web shows and films go.
Okay, and apart from this, see, Big Boss 13 is coming. So can we see you, or what do you want to say?
Can you see me on Big Boss 13?
Yes, something, anything.
Well, if it's offered to me, for sure, I would love to go back to the Big Boss house. I have fond memories of it. It was tough while I was there, but when I reflect back, it was a very interesting time in my life. I went in knowing that I'm emotionally very vulnerable. I know physically, spiritually, mentally, I'm very strong, but emotionally, I get attached to people. I see the good in people, and that's where I kind of get messed up, because there's good and bad. Like I said, there's white, yellow, black, green. There's all kind of colors and all kinds of people in the world. So I've kind of learned that not everyone is going to be the way you actually presume they are. And I would like to go back with that experience already behind, under my belt, and go and have a good time this time. Last time I was emotionally distraught at times, and very disturbed, and this time I'm not going to. Hopefully, if they ask me to go, and I will not get attached to anyone.
All right. And what are upcomings, apart from from this? Anything there? in pipeline?
Yeah, there's 2 films that I signed a couple of months ago. They've been a little delayed. Should be starting end of September, beginning of October is what I've been told. Another web show as well. Very interesting subject. I can't reveal too much about it, but a very, very interesting show. So looking forward to these 3 projects.
All right. Lastly, like, what do you want to say to the viewers who are watching you? What message you want to give them?
Well, the message I would like to give the viewers is that please go watch these 2 shows that I've just completed, Peshawar and The Bull King of Dalal Street. They're both very interesting shows. I know a lot of actors say that bahut hatke hai, bahut alag hai, but these 2 actually are very, very different. Peshawar being obviously not based, but completely a true life story. And The Bull King of Wall Street of Dalal Street is kind of influenced by a few real life incidents and a few subjects that we've probably seen before, but a very, very interesting show. So please do go watch these 2 shows.
All right.